Hello and welcome back to Katie Dance. So hi guys, hello. Today we are going to be doing a New Year's inspired kind of fun makeup look. So this is going to be my first makeup video of New Year's of 2022, New Year 2022. So yeah, so today I'm going to be doing a makeup look inspired by like New Year's like celebrations. So yes, without further ado, let's get on into the makeup. So I've just gone ahead and tied my hair back, just sweeped it off my face so that I have my face with no hair getting caught in the makeup or anything that I'm doing. So that's always a must. Next I'm just going to put on some moisturizer. I'm going to use the CeraVe. This is just the facial moisturizing lotion. I find it's really nice and light, but it's also moisturizing at the same time. So I just do like 2-3 pumps of that. And then I just like to moisturize before I do a makeup look, especially because your skin will be trapped under the makeup for however many hours you may have your makeup on. So I just like to get a nice moisturizing base as well, since I have like dry to combo skin. So that's why I like to use moisturizer. Check. Next I'm going to be using some primer. So today I'm going to be using the matte primer by Rimmel London. I like this primer because it's not too heavy. It's quite light on your skin, and you just what you do with primer, in case you guys are new or you are trying to learn a little bit about makeup, is it's literally just a protective barrier for your skin, which also makes the makeup stick. But when you find a primer and when you pick one, you want to make sure that it's not too heavy on your skin. So this one is nice and light, and I just pat that, rub it in my skin, and then pat it down, and then I'll give it a minute just to set on my face. Also guys, I have a tip for when you're doing your makeup. When you're doing your makeup, you should always put your products away after you've finished using them. So basically what I used to do is I used to film these videos and then I'd have a bomb sight after to clear up, because I had the eyeshadow pots on the bed and the brushes on like my table here and everything. It was just everywhere. So now I've kind of learned my lesson, and I'm going to be putting these in their rightful places before I move on to the next step. Okay, so my primer has set, so now we're going to move on to our base, which is like foundation and concealer. So I use sometimes different products, but for foundation I mostly use the same things. Today for my foundation I'm going to be using a mix between the Lasting Radiance Rimmel London and this Clinique Even Better foundation. I use this for my dance competitions mostly, because you have to get a tan for your dance competitions, and that one is much tanner than my normal skin tone. So I use that one because it's like got a more warm tone opposed to the Rimmel one, which is like much of a cooler tone. So I'm just using like a tiny little bit of this, and then I'm just going to mix that in together kind of, and then just try and wipe it off my hand as best as I can. And that's usually what it looks like when I start to put my foundation on my hand. And then I've just got my wet beauty blender. Don't mind this one, it's a little bit dirty, from my dance competitions. And I'm just going to spray this with a little bit of Mario Badescu. I think that's how you say it. I've had this for ages, and I just use it for this because I think it's nice to have like a little bit of skincare in this, so that going on your skin, it's like going on your skin as well as the foundation. And it also adds like an extra, because it needs to be, your beauty blender has to be wet to blend your foundation in. So I like to use that just to give it an extra wetness on it. While I'm blending this in, I just want to talk to you guys about a new movie that I have been loving recently. It's the new Disney movie, Encanto, and I think it is so well done. Lin-Manuel Miranda, who did Hamilton and Tick Tick Boom and In Heights. I love all those movies. So when I found out that he was doing Encanto, I was so excited, and I watched it on Christmas Eve with my family, and it was really good. And I've been listening to the songs non-stop while I've been doing my revising actually, and they're really good. And I've got like so many videos on my TikTok for you page about theories and things about it, because I think it's such a well done movie. Like the music and just the culture and everything that was put into it. I just think the attention to detail was really brilliant in that movie. So comment down below if you guys have seen that, because I thought it was really good, and tell me your opinions on it as well. Okay, so foundation is done. I think that's pretty evenly blended. I can't really tell right now, but I'm just gonna put some concealer around my eyes and on the highlight points of my face. Ooh, I almost dropped that. So for my concealer today, I'm going to be using a little mixture of the Rimmel Last Ingredients. This is the concealer, the same line as the foundation, but this is the concealer too, obviously. And then I have this Fit Me Nudie line, New York. And I'm going to be using some of this as well, because I would use this on a day-to-day basis, because it's more like my skin tone, I guess. So I'm just going to use that underneath the eyes, on the eye a little bit, just because I need to set a base for my eyeshadow anyway. So I'm just gonna use that a little bit on the chin, a little bit on the nose, and then I just like to do a little dash on the forehead, and that is my concealer points, spots, I guess, because I used to do the triangle underneath the eye, which even now if I did do that, I'd do it like a little bit more of a sideways triangle, but you know, it kind of worked then, but it doesn't really work for me. And then I've got this little small beauty blender that I'm going to use just to get into the little bits between my eyes, and then I also sometimes use a little cotton swab to blend it in so there's no like lines or creases around my eyes. Okay guys, so I've got my concealer all blended in. I think it's pretty good today. It is a lot paler because I didn't have this concealer, but I think that this is much better, because when I used to do it, it was just like the same color, because I'm pretty sure that the concealer and the foundation are very similar colors in the range. So if I were to get a different concealer or foundation, I'd get a lighter foundation or a lighter concealer if I was getting a new one of each, because I think they just clash and they're too similar. So I ended up just using this one today, and I think that this is probably the best fit for my skin type, but everyone is different. Okay, so now I'm going to be doing some contour. So I'm going to be using this Bronze Glow from Primark. It is like a darker color, so I'm going to be using my little contour brush. This is also from Primark, this brush, and it has a little highlighter on the other side, the highlighter brush. So what I do for contour, lots of you guys have been asking me, how do you do your contour well? Which, first of all, I'm not sure if I'm the expert, but what I do is I get the side of the brush, this side, and then just tap it into the powder gently. It will look like a lot, and then you just give it a few taps on the brush, a little blow, and then what I do is I just take it from the top of your ear, you want to see from here, and you want to just go down it following the apples of your cheeks. And then that is kind of what it looks like harshly. And then what you want to do as you bring it down, you want to loosen it, and you want to go into the top of your brush where the edge of the contour would be, and you want to sort of blend that out there. And then what you want to do after that, because that is a very harsh line still, what I do is I take a little beauty blender, and then I will just blend it in like so, and then from the front it looks much more chiseled than this side, but then at the side it's not too harsh anymore because you blended it out. Here's me just doing the other side. This side putting feels good because this is not my good hand. But try a little bit more. You know, it's okay, especially when you're starting out in your makeup journey, to get things wrong and do things messily, because makeup at the end of the day is about expressing yourself and having fun, being creative. It's like your face is a canvas, like for your art. I'm not personally too into art. I just like the creativeness of the makeup, and I do like drawing. I'm not the best at drawing, but I think I'm much better at makeup than I am drawing. People in my class will probably tell you that, because you know, drawing is not my strong point, but it's like whenever you just take your face as like a canvas and you're doing it all up, it is so much more enjoyable. Now it's time for some bronzer. Oh my goodness. Now it's time for some bronzer, so let's get into that. And also another tip or hack that I have learned is when you've basically, let me show you, set up here, so I have my ring light and then I have this is my windowsill here. When you use things, you want to put them over this side, and then when you haven't used things, I keep them over this side. So it's like when I go to reach for things, it's going to be this side, and when I go to put things away, it's going to be that side. So fix the camera much better. So some bronzer. What I like to do with my bronzer is take a big fluffy brush and then just take the little bronzer palette and just swirl it around, give it a few taps, a little blow, and then I just kind of go around the sides of my face, the edges where my contour comes from. Last but not least, for our base, we are going to use some blusher. I use this blush because it's not too pink and it's not too peachy. It's just got like a nice mix of both of them, as you can see. I'm not sure why that I've already hit the pan on this one, because I just like kind of wave my brush around both of them, but you know, I just kind of do this, have a little tap, let it blow. This is one of the new brushes that I got for Christmas. I like this one because it's got an angle, so basically every time you go on your cheek, you put it upwards, so it's like a nice upwards stroke, and a little blush comes off. Now moving on to everyone's favourite section of doing their makeup, the eyeshadow. But first, we have to do the brows. So what I use is this little brow kit. This is kind of like a Benefit one, if you guys know the brand Benefit. They have little step-to-step guides of how to do different makeup with their different little kits and makeup products. So I like that for like when I was starting out makeup, I got this, and it helped me with how to actually do my eyebrows, because I find it really hard, but this is a really simple way to do it. And since I'm so young, I don't really need lots of like, I don't really line my brows, like draw with a pencil on them or anything like that, but I literally just color them in with this little kit. So yeah, and that's basically it. I'll just run this product through my brows and it'll just make them look a little bit more colored than they were before. It is time to show you guys my new palettes that I got. If you didn't watch my what I got for Christmas video, which if you haven't already, I think you would enjoy it because I do show you these in quite a bit of depth. So the first one that I got was this one they're both from Morphe, because this site had 50% off when it was around Christmas. So it's just so pretty. This one is the Blue Yet Away palette. It is, I'm not sure what number it is, but it is really pretty. It's got these neutrals and then it also has these beautiful deep sparkly shades and the blues obviously, and then it has little shade names on this little sheet. And then I got the Maddie Ziegler The Imagination palette, which is so pretty, so beautiful. I literally, wow, just look at that, they're just so beautiful. Oh, love it. Ooh. So yes, today I'm going to do a little play around with these because there are lots of sparkly shades up here and down here and here in this palette, and then there's some really nice blue and silvery kind of shades in this one. I think I want to use this black definitely because it has this like iridescent shimmery kind of, and then this like blue kind of purpley one, and then some of the ones in the other palette, and there's like some really pretty silver ones too. So I think I'm gonna go with like a silver shimmery and gold kind of. Starting off, I'm going to use this little fluffy brush to get a kind of base color laid down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this silvery shimmery shade in the bottom left corner, and I'm just going to pack that onto my brush, and then I'm going to, oh look at that color, it's so pretty, you can't really see it, but it is so pretty in person. Give a little tap and blow. And then what I'm going to do is just do the lid with this shade. So what you want to do is you just want to pack it on there. Oh, that's so good. And I will come back once I have both of you guys. Okay guys, so I've got the base of the silver all done and I think it looks really cool. So now I'm going to do some black, I think, on the eyeline up on the top. I think that will be really cool, and maybe try and flick it out, but I'm going to use this eyeshadow, so it's going to be like short one there. Okay, so how I'm going to do this little, you can already hear, did I just break my teeth? No I didn't. How I'm going to do this little eyeshadow look is with the black, I'm going to put a little bit of tape on my eye so I get a nice wing up there. Okay, so I know it looks really weird, but I have the little liner on, so it's going to come from in the middle here up and out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little tiny brush and paint that on the inside. Okay guys, so I've done both eyes and now I'm going to peel off. There we go. That actually came out quite good. I'm actually kind of surprised. I'm just going to do a little extra few touch-ups and then we'll be good to go. Okay guys, so I'm finished with that. So now I think of that I want to do like a colorful kind of underliner. So I want to go to my Badescu palette and I want to have a little look see. Okay, so there's a really pretty bright blue and a green and a pink, or a purple and a yellow and pink in the middle here, which I think these are really pretty, but I'm not sure what one would I do. Would I do pink? Pink is so very cool. I cannot do a gold, bring it out into down here and then do like a pop of pink. I think that would look really cool. So I think I'm gonna do pink on the bottom, but first I'm gonna do the gold in the middle. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is take the shade To the Moon, which is this gold glitter one, up here, and I'm going to just dip my finger into that. Ooh, look how pretty that is. And just do that, and hope for the best. And then I'm just going to swipe it along my eye. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in again and do it over the black liner, and then after I'm finished the makeup look, I'm going to go in with the black liner and redo that with the black. Okay, so as you can see it now, it's a little bit better, and I use this flat brush just to go in and do that instead of using just my finger, because it was just a little bit more effective. So now I'm just going to go in with that same colour from the Blue Away palette, and I'm going to take the little black shimmery one and put that over the gold. As you can see, the wing liner's kind of gone. So now I'm going to go in with the pink on the bottom. Okay, so to do this, it's going to be tricky, but I'm going to do it and it's going to go well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this shade here called Dancing Queen. As you know, Maddie Ziegler was on Dance Moms. I met Abby Lee, guys, in performing. It was really fun. She was actually quite nice to me, and most of the people. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm going to take this little flat brush, the same kind of one that I used on the top of my eyeliner, but I'm going to, this is just a bigger brush, so I'm going to use it on the bottom. It's got glitter on it because it's really great. Okay, so I'm actually going to use the mirror on the blue palette because it, I'm just going to start from the middle. Ooh, whoa, that's so pretty. I love coloured bottom lines. I think they're so cool, and I want to kind of join it on. Yeah, that's really cool. I love coloured bottom lines. Should I do this side blue? Yeah. Okay. First I'm gonna but yeah, she was actually quite nice to me, and she was like, I saw her. She's down the same car as me, so like I saw her at breakfast kind of sometimes. And it was a really good experience for her, and So photos are up on my Instagram. I'm just seeing videos on TikTok. Oh, this is looking really cool. So I'm just gonna make sure to join that up. And I think that is really cool. And now I'm gonna just do some blue. Really cool. Ooh, my hair. For the blue, I'm going to use palettes covered in black one, but I'm going to use this blue here, the shimmery kind of blue one in the top right corner, and I'm just going to dab that on my brush. This is so pigmented, oh my goodness. And then I'm just going to make a little mix. That is so cool, it's like mixing in the middle. But just to finish it, I think I'm going to take some of this purple colour called Posse, and I'm going to put this in the middle of those two, just to kind of blend them together. Do the job. That looks really cool. Okay. Yes, this is really good to go. Okay, my time for lashes. Okay, so I'm using the Argyle Wispies lashes in Demi Wispies in black. These are the ones that I use for my dance competitions. So they've got blue eyeshadow. So I'm just applying lashes for the longest time was not my strong point, because I used to put them on and then they used to fly off, but these ones are so much better than the ones that I used to use. So I think having a good eyelash, like an actual good brand of them, really does help with your way that you put them on, because it's not just about you and how you put them on, it's about how they look and how they fit your eye. So that's really important to get ones that fit you well. A little blue, and then we just the lash. And that is okay. Okay, so lashes are on, not very well, but on. And now I'm gonna just put on a lip. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this little pink lip gloss that I got for Christmas from my Secret Santa at school, and I'm just going to put that on my lips, and that's a really nice color, but I don't think it goes with this look. I think that one was just too pale, so I'm gonna use this slightly darker pink color. Let's hope. Not feeling it? No. So I have these two more options. This one's kind of red and this one's like a purple. I'm gonna try this one because I think this is really pretty. It looks cool. Big move. Ooh. Final touch, some highlighter. I'm going to use this little pink diamond one. Ooh. Ooh. Beautiful. For it. Okay. And guys, that is it. Our final New Year's makeup look all complete. Is that it's just an explosion of color and just everything. I just love the silver and then the gold and then the color underneath and the liner. It just looks really cool. So yes guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed it, and if you try this makeup look out, or if you are going to, make sure to comment down below, and also give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you want to see more Katie dance makeup videos. Maybe I should do a Katie dance makeup special every couple of weeks. If you want to see that, make sure to also give this video a thumbs up. So yeah, that is it for today's video guys. Photos will be up on Instagram if you want to see more of this look, and I hope you guys have an amazing night, afternoon, morning, day, whenever you're watching this. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you all, I cannot do that hard. I love you all so much, and I will see you all very soon.